Hello, teacher.
Hello, Valentina, and welcome to your session. How's it going?
Hello. Never been better. And you?
Activate your microphone, please.
Teacher, ya está activado.
There's no sound. Maybe you have
Ahí.
a microphone. No, hold on. Yes, the problem was mine. Okay, so Valentina, how's it going?
Never been better. And you?
Yeah, never been better. That's good. All right, excellent grading. Okay, Valentina, today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, and it's traveling. Normally, when people think about traveling abroad, United States, or maybe people think about traveling to Europe, they go and they travel. But the recommendation is first, you need to investigate carefully the culture to learn, at least to learn minimum 5 expressions. How to say thank you, good morning, please, goodbye, nice to meet you, something basic, no? All right. And today we are going to talk about this travel wise. That means travel in a very intelligent way, no? Okay. Dylan Caicedo. Hello, Dylan. How you doing?
I am doing good, thank you.
Okay, welcome, Dylan. My name, I'm going to change my name here. My name is Edgar Trujillo. Can you please turn your camera on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, please. Yes, we like to see our people's face. Nice to see you. Dylan, say hello to Valentina. You say, hey, Valentina, how's it going? Come
Hi,
on.
Valentina. Hi.
Pero dígale,
Hi, dear.
dígale,
Hi, Tigon.
eso, how's it going? No solamente hi. How's it going? Okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing pretty well. And how about you?
Eh,
Never,
Good.
never,
Never been better.
never been better. Okay, Mr. Dylan, welcome. And today we got many activities. First, let's talk about this question. How do you usually travel? By plane, by train, by coach? Coach is bus, no? A big bus. In Colombia, we say flota. In English, coach or boat. Now, when you travel, Dylan, in Colombia, how do you usually travel?
I usually travel on coach.
Good. By coach. By coach. Okay. Dylan, ask the question to Valentina, please.
Valentina, when you travel, how do you usually travel?
Valentina.
Mm, eh, I
I,
usually travel train
the preposition
by train.
by train. Okay, Valentina, ask the question to your wonderful teacher.
Teacher, how do you usually travel?
I usually travel um, uh, by coach, or sometimes by car, by car. Okay, great. Look at the possible answers. I usually travel by plane, or I usually travel by coach, something like that. Okay, now, Valentina, do you like travel? Do you like do you like to travel light? Light is only one bag and no more, only one bag. maybe two blouses, two shorts, a pair of tennis, a bikini, and no more. So that is travel light. When you say travel light, is not with a lot of bags. A lot of bags, no. Only one bag and no more. That is travel light. Now, in your case, Valentina, do you like to travel light? Well, Valentina is frozen. Well, I'm going to ask you the question to Dylan. Dylan, when you travel, do you like to travel light?
Yeah, I usually travel light, just the essentials.
Yes, because we are guys. Men are very simple. Only uh, uh, one short, two shorts, a pair of boxers, some shoes, tennis, chairs, and no more. So we are very easy in that way. By the contrary, women, women are very complicated, no? They have a lot of bags. All right. Now, what do you usually take with you? In my case, I take one pair of shorts, a pair of tennis or boots, two jeans, some shirts, my sunglasses, and no more. In your case, what do you usually take with you?
Well, I usually take like two pairs of jeans, one
Mhm,
pair of shoes, two or three shirts. Also,
mhm,
I take some coats, and I take um, my cleaning supplies like my shampoo or my conditioner.
mhm. What you mean is toiletries. That is the
Yeah.
expression. What you mean is that. So I like to take with me some toiletries.
Okay.
Toiletries. That is shampoo, maybe in a little container, a little bit of shampoo, a conditioner, maybe a cream, body cream, maybe what else? A little toothpaste. What else? A small deodorant. That's what is called toiletries. And something to shave, the razor. That's what is called toiletries.
Toiletries. Oh,
Toiletries. Toiletries. Normally, when you go to a hotel, in the bathroom, you will probably find those toiletries. Those toiletries are a little shampoo, a, a hair softener, a body cream, or hands cream, something like this, and no more. Okay, very good. All right. Now, today we got the beautiful Andrea or Jamie, I forgot.
Hi, teacher. Andrea.
Andrea. I'm going to modify your name. Don't
Yes,
worry.
please.
And
Thank
Andrea,
you.
you are Andrea ¿qué?
Quintero.
Andrea Quintero. Andrea Quintero. Okay, very good.
Thank
So
you.
we got Andrea Quintero with us. Andrea, when we're talking about traveling, when you travel, do you like to travel light or do you like to travel with a lot of bags?
No, I like to travel with without many things.
So you like to travel light,
Light. Yes.
light. But Andrea, you are a girl. Girls don't travel light. Girls are so complicated.
I
A lot of
I
that.
do.
Yeah,
No,
maybe
no. I do.
for 3 or 4 miserable days, they have a big, like two big
No.
suitcases.
I travel like because I have a baby. So, for my baby, I have many things, but for me, like
Okay, great. Okay, good. And iPhone, what's your real name? There is a person here connecting. iPhone, what's your name?
Hi, teacher. With Adriana.
Adriana. Hello, Adriana. How's it going?
Good teacher.
Okay. Adrianita, would you mind turning your camera on, please? Adriana. Adriana, and what's your last name? Adriana Perez Ruiz.
Teacher, could you? Forero.
Yes. Adriana Forero. Adriana Forero. There you go. Okay, Adriana, turn your camera on. Prende tu cámara. Because we like to see people's faces. Okay, do it. And we also have Tatiana. Hello, Tatiana. Welcome to your session. How's it going?
Hi, thank you. I'm good. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Yeah, never been better. Tatiana, what is your last name? Perez, Rodriguez?
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Tatiana, is this your first time in my It's Time to Talk sessions?
No, teacher, second. The
It's the
second one.
Okay. So welcome here. Dylan is the first time, I guess. Yeah?
Yes, it's my
It's the
first time.
Okay. Now, Tatiana, when you travel, do you like to travel light or with a lot of bags, a lot of clothes? Tatiana.
No, I don't understand you.
Yeah, we're talking about travel, to travel in a very intelligent way. So the question is, do you like to travel light, maybe two pair of jeans, some two blouses, some shoes, and no more? That is travel light, only one bag. And the other is travel with a lot of bags. In your case, how do you like to travel?
I like to travel with only one bag.
So that is travel light, not complicated with one bag here, another bag, another big suitcase, boxes. So it's too complicated, right?
Yes, right.
Okay,
Right.
good. Now, in your case, Adrianita Forero, do you like to travel light?
Hi, teacher. The second one?
Yes. Do you like to travel light?
Yes, teacher. I like travel with one bag.
Only one bag. All right. Okay, that's really nice. And it's very important, yes, not to complicate your life with many things. All right, good. Now, today, we are going to use some of the most popular modal verbs that are can, should, and must. Now, the first one, here we are going to match these descriptions with these examples. Okay, now, can I swim in the hotel pool? Can I swim in the hotel pool? What is your opinion? Is that this sentence expresses prohibition, asks for permission, gives advice, or expresses obligation? What do you say? Can I swim in the hotel pool?
That sentence is asking for permission.
Very good.
Asking for permission.
Asking for permission. Okay. So we go tiki 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 tiki. Perfect. Can I swim in the hotel pool? Some people say yes, you can. Other people say no, you have to pay. So you must pay money to use that. Okay. Now, the other one is Valentina, read number 2. You should keep, come on, Valentina, you should keep. Valentina. Okay, Valentina has some problems there with the microphone as
Teacher,
usual.
sorry.
Okay.
You
should keep.
you should keep your money in the hotel safe.
All right. Now, Adriana Forero, what's your opinion? Is that prohibition, advice, or obligation?
Advice. I think it's advice.
Advice. So you gives advice. Tiki, 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 tiki. Perfect. Adrianita, prende tu cámara. Tatiana, vamos, prendan sus camaritas. That's something that is really good. All right. Ah, miren a Tatiana. Tatiana, good. That's nice to see you. Okay, now, Tatiana. Tatiana, read number 3. You must check out. Come on. Tatiana, activate your microphone and read number 3, please.
Okay, you must check out before 12 o'clock.
And what's your opinion, Tatiana? Is that that sentence expresses prohibition or expresses obligation?
My opinion is express obligation.
Obligation. Tiki, 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 tiki. Perfect. Very good. And the last one, Adriana, read the last one. You mustn't.
You mustn't bring pets into the hotel.
And your opinion is the most difficult. What is it?
Prohibition.
Prohibition.
Expresses prohibition. So you mustn't is a prohibition. Don't do that. Never. You mustn't bring pets into the hotel. Okay, great. Now we are going to practice that here in this activity. Read the first one, Mr. Dylan. Read, Dylan, you are A, and Tatiana is B. Begin, Dylan.
Okay. Can I get a visa at the airport?
Pronunciation. When the words begin by vowel, you pronounce
visa at the airport.
The airport.
The airport.
At the airport. Repeat, my friend. Can I get a
visa at the airport?
At the airport.
At the airport.
Good. Tatianita.
You can get the country.
Very good. Not that okay, I'm going to travel. You go to the airport. Give me a visa. No, you must get a visa before coming to the airport, right? That's why it's an obligation. You must get one before you leave the country. Great. Now, Dylan, number 2A, and Andreita Quintero is B. Dylan, go.
What time should we be at the airport?
Vuelve la burra al trigo. At the airport.
At the airport.
Pero no sea perezosito. A ver, léamelo todo. What time
should we be at the airport?
And what is your opinion? Should we, or can we?
Should we?
No me pronuncien la L. Should. Vas a
Should
pronunciar
we?
la D. Siempre la D. Should.
Should we?
Eso. Perfect. Ahora sí lee la completa. What time should we be at the airport?
What time should we be at the airport?
At the airport.
At the airport.
Good. No problem. No problem. It's the typical problem with my students for more than 35 years. I've been telling everyone the airport and people the airport, but it's normal. Okay. And Andreita Quintero, no?
No later than 5.
No later than 5. Now, Andrea Quintero, number 3, and part B, Adrianita Forero. Begin, Andrea.
Can I take my dog on the train with me?
And the answer, Adrianita?
Yes, as long as it's in a pet car.
In a pet carrier. Good. Great. And now, Tatiana, number 4A, and Adriana, part B. Begin, Tatiana. Can I?
Okay. Can I leave my mobile phone switched on during the flight? Switch on.
Can I leave my mobile phone switched on? The pronunciation, switch, and the past tense, done. Switched on during the flight. Repeat, please.
Can I leave my mobile phone switched on during the flight?
No, ningún switch on. The idea is that you learn how to pronounce very fast. Because gringos, they don't say switched on. No, they speak faster. Switched on. Can I leave my mobile phone switched on? Adrianita, dale rápido. Can I leave? Adriana. Repeat.
No.
Can I leave? No, repeat your sentence. Can I leave?
No.
Yes, you are B. You are B. Continue, Adriana. No.
No, you mustn't. You shouldn't leave it on. Switch it off before you get on the plane.
And what is your answer? You mustn't or you shouldn't?
I say you mustn't.
Perfect. And here we got a very nice example of linking words. Linking words is when you got a consonant sound, a consonant, and you link the consonant with the next vowel together. So you say, you mustn't leave it on, leave it on. And this is something that is called in English, it's called in English blending. When you got the letter T or D between vowel sounds, you transform the letter T in R. So you say, leave it on, leave it on, leave it on.
Leave it on.
Switch it off.
Switch it off.
Before you get on.
Before you get on.
The plane.
The plane.
Uy, now we're going to read that very fast. Listen carefully. We are going to make the competition reading this sentence. No, you mustn't leave it on, switch it off before you get on the plane. Ay, now, Adrianita, your turn. Very fast. Go.
Now you mustn't leave it on, switch it off. No, switch it off before you get on the plane.
Did you finish? No, you take so long to say that. It's very fast. Now, Andreita, your turn. No, you mustn't. Leave it on, switch it off before you get on the plane. Andrea Quintero, activate your microphone and go. Adriana, pay attention because Adriana, I'm going to give you a second chance. Now, Andrea, go.
No, you mustn't. Leave it on, switch it up before you get on the plane.
Oh, master. Oh, master of pronunciation. Ah, good. Tatianita Rodríguez, no te dejes humillar. Come on, Tatiana. No, you mustn't leave it on, switch it off before you get on the plane.
No, you must leave it on, switch it off before you get on the plane.
Oh, very good. Oh, now Tatianita, no, Valentina Cote. Valentina, are you there?
No, teacher, no.
Sí, but you cannot teach it, but I see you, I can see you, you
I
are there.
difficult.
Okay, now, Valentina, go. No, you mustn't leave it on. Go,
No, you mustn't leave it on.
switch it off
Switch it off
before you get on,
before you get on.
before you get on the plane.
Before you get on the plane.
Ah, good. Now, together, begin. No,
No, you mustn't leave it on. Switching. I know.
no, it's okay, it's okay. Switch it off
Switch it off before you switch it off before you get on the plane. No.
What was the problem? The problem was here. The problem was here. It's okay, Valentina. Here was the problem. If you pronounce yude, yuca, it's difficult to make the transition to the next word. So you only use vowels and try to speak very relaxed. Listen, no, you mustn't leave it on, switch it off before you. Una I y una U. You. Before you get on. Y así la conectas más fácil. Before you get on the plane. A ver, dale otra vez. No, you mustn't leave it on.
No, you mustn't leave it on. Switch you
Switch it off.
before
Repite. Switch it off.
switch it off. Switch it off before you nigger get
Get on.
before you get on the plane.
Good. Now, that was good. Not perfect, but good. Now, keep practicing because I'm asking you that later. Now, Adrianita Forero, your last opportunity. Come on. No, you mustn't. Leave it on, switch it off before you get on the plane.
No, you mustn't leave it on. Switch it off before you get on the plane.
Ah, that was that's more like it. Mucho mejor así. That's an figurative expression in English to say, mejor así, mucho mejor de esa manera. Tú dices, that's more like it. That's more like it. The expression, that's more like it. That's more like it. Mucho mejor. That's more like it. Okay. Now, el terror de la pronunciación, la metralleta humana de la fonética. Dylan Caicedo. Everybody, all girls in the chat. Oh, yes, Dylancito, you can do it. Come on, Dylan. Action.
Okay, you mustn't leave it on, switch it off before you get on the plane.
Oh, master, good. All right, good. Valentina, arriesgate otra vez. No, you mustn't leave it on, switch it off before you get on the plane.
No, you mustn't. No, you mustn't leave it on. Switch it on
Before
you get on the plane.
get on the plane. Very good. And now I'm going to show you my pit bull, the popular Chichu. Look at my dog. Ay, Chichu, what happened? Ay, Chichu is terrible. Ay, no, Chichu destroyed my computer. Fuchi, Chichu. So that's my dog. Excellent, great. Now, let's move on. Now, let's continue. Now, the other sentence, we go. Hey, now let's talk about this. Answer the questions about Colombia, and you tell me yes or no. Adriana, read the question. Must I have an international? Come on, Adriana. Must I
have an international driving license?
driving license
Driving license?
in Colombia? Must I have an international driving license? Yes or no, in Colombia?
No, I
No,
think no.
no, in Colombia, no. Only the typical driving license. But if you go to Australia, if you go to Amsterdam, your driving license is useless. You need to get an international driving license. That's the problem. Okay. Adriana, do you know how to drive a car?
Yes, I do, teacher.
Ah, great, wonderful. Adriana, and do you have a car?
No, teacher, no yet.
No yet, but do you know at least how to drive a car?
Yes, I like to have
No, no, no. My question
that
is,
one.
do you know how to drive a car?
Yes, I know, I do. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Okay, that's very important because there are many opportunities for people to go working abroad, but one of the requirements is speak English. Secondly, to be at least technician or professional. And the other is to have a driving license or to know how to drive. So these are very important, okay, Adrianita? Now, let's go with Tatianita. Tatianita, read the question, bringing a pet. Tatiana, must my pet?
Must my pet have a microchip?
Excellent. What is your opinion? In Colombia, must my pet is an obligation in Colombia?
No, no,
Okay. But in your opinion, in Colombia, must all pets have a microchip? In your opinion?
uh, yes, probably.
That's good. It's important to have a microchip because that's why people are complaining, oh, my dog escaped from my house or someone took my pet. If the pet had a microchip, it would be much easier to locate the animal and to return the animal. Okay? So in
Oh,
Colombia, everybody or all pets must or should have a microchip. It's very important because identification, and in the microchip, they have all the information about the owner's name, the owner's cell phone, the owner's email, the vaccination of the animal, if the animal has any kind of disease, the owner's address. So if someone, for example, if Chichu, my dog, if Chichu goes away, someone recover my dog and say, boop, with a machine, boop, and in the computer appears, Edgar Trujillo's dog, Chichu, okay? They come to my house, hey, look at your dog. That's nice. Now, let's continue with Valentina Cote. Valentina, the drinking water. Now, read the question. Is it okay? Valentina.
Um,
No, I am.
the,
Ya, ahora
the
sí.
drink,
Is it
the
okay?
drinking water. Is it okay to drink that water?
The tap water. Here, you're going to pronounce U-O,
It
wo, tap water,
or
tap water.
hot
Repeat.
tap water.
Is it okay to drink the tap
Is it
water?
okay to drink? Is it okay to drink that water?
So you open the tap water in your house. Jiki, 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 and water. So you can
No.
drink the water. Glug, 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 glug. In your house? In Colombia. In Bogota, in Bogota. Is it okay in Bogota?
Yes.
Yes. In
Right.
Bogotá is okay. In Guajira, is it okay? In Guajira, in Tumaco?
No.
No. If you drink from the tap water, so you
Yes.
have a terrible stomachache and you die. So it's not okay. Now, the wonderful Andreita Quintero. Tipping, Andreita. Should I?
Should I tip taxi drivers, waiters,
Etc.
Hola,
etc.?
señorita, buenas tardes.
Okay. Now, Andreita, in Colombia, should I tip taxi drivers and waiters in Bogota?
No, I don't think so.
No. No. What happens is that Andrea is very cheap. Andrea is very cheap. Andrea, oh no, my
No, the
money
taxis
for
are very
me, only
expensive.
for me. No, Andreita, you are terrible. No, we should tip drivers, waiters,
Waiters,
people.
yes. But taxi drivers, I don't know.
Yeah, but only, yes, I agree, but you tip if you consider, only if you consider that the taxi driver service was
Oh,
excellent, the conversation with the taxi driver was phenomenal. You say, uy, how much? No, 9,000 pesos. Take 10,000. So, wow, uy. So you tip that. Or for example, if you go to a restaurant and a very elegant restaurant,
waiters, yes.
you go, for example, to La Fontana restaurant, very poopy, or crepes and waffles, and the waiter, yes, look at the menu, yeah, and the waiter, the tip is included, it's voluntary, so you say, okay, sorry, no tip. I consider that the tip was terrible. So it's voluntary, not an obligation, and you should tip. In United States, we must tip waiters and almost everybody because they don't have salary. Waiters, they survive with tips, and you normally give 10% of the total amount of the check. Good. And finally, let's go with Dylan, Visa. Now, Dylan,
Do I need a visa?
for example, Dylan, do I need a visa? Do I need a visa to come to Colombia?
I don't think so.
No, people don't ask for visa. Yeah, no. But I think that visa maybe criminals, people with no employment, they must have a visa if they want to go, for example, to Argentina, to United States, to Canada, to Europe. They must get, or they should get a visa. So the country give the permission, say no or yes. But if you are, for example, a good student, you are studying, you are good, then okay, come on in. All right, that was really nice. Now, let's move on. Now, we are going to talk about travel light. And here we got some of the recommendations when you are traveling. What do you think the article is about? Etiquette. Tatiana, what is etiquette?
Is a set of rules or customs for polite behavior in social situations.
Very good. That is etiquette. All right. Now, the title of today's session is Travel Wise. Travel Wise. Tatiana, what is your opinion? What do you think the article is about? Taking into account this information and the title. What do you think the article is going to be about?
I don't understand you, but teacher.
Teacher,
Do you think, Tatiana,
Teacher, what is the meaning of wise?
viajar inteligentemente, viajar de manera astuta? Okay, wise. Now, Tatiana, the reading, what is your prediction about this reading? Is going to be about hamburgers, computers, taxi drivers? What is your prediction about this reading?
This reading is about the I don't know. It's about travels.
It's about traveling. Okay.
But you can find the prohibitions. I don't know, prohibition things or how you can travel in the better way.
Good. Dylan, thank you, Tatiana. That was good. Dylan, what is your prediction, my friend? What do you think the article is about?
Well, I think the article is going to give us some tips on how to travel wise.
Good. And Andrea Quintero, what is your prediction? What is the article about for you, Andreita?
I think it's about advices.
Advices, no.
About how to travel wise.
Advice about.
Advice about how to travel wise. Safe places or papers you have to take with you for the places you are going to visit.
Good. Thank you, Andrea. Adriana Forero. Adrianita, what is your prediction about this article?
I think the article is about rules of each country.
Very good. Okay, now let's find out what the article is about. And the answer is, Adriana, read the answer. Read, Adrianita.
I think the article is about
No, señorita.
how to...
A ver, ya les he dicho varias veces. When you got the definite article, the, and the word begins by vowel sound, you pronounce the article. But listen carefully. If the word begins by consonant sound, example here, dictionary, dick, that is a consonant sound, yeah? So in that case, that's when you pronounce read the dictionary, read the dictionary entry below, and the title of the article. Okay? Now, come again. I think the article
is about how to behave when you are with other people and when you are traveling abroad.
Excellent, Adriana. Now, pay attention to the pronunciation and intonation.
Travel, so they say, broadens the mind. It's always a good thing to experience different ways of life, but it's also a good idea to check the do's and don'ts of each country. So, just in case you're thinking of taking a world tour, here are a few tips from around the globe.
Perfect. Now, travel. So they say, como dicen por ahí, ¿no? That is the expression. Como dicen por ahí. So they say, broadens the mind. So when you are in Colombia, people are like this, like a horse. But when you travel to Mexico, to Argentina, to Spain, to Canada, now your opinion about the world is different, right? And here we are going to check the do's and don'ts. Do's and don'ts, positive and negative aspects of each country, okay? The benefits and the advantages and disadvantages, do's and don'ts. Do you understand that? Great. Just in case you are thinking of taking a world tour. Now, the first one, pay attention.
In New Zealand, you should always be on time or early for all appointments. Being punctual is part of the culture.
Okay, Tatiana, repeat. In New Zealand,
In New Zealand, you should always be on time or early for all appointments. Being punctual is part of the culture.
in punctual. Shh. Punctual is part of the
Punctual
culture. No culture, sino culture.
culture.
Good.
Culture.
Very good. Hey, Tatianita, do you consider yourself very punctual or impunctual? Tell us the truth.
Impunctual.
I no, but it's okay. It's okay, Tatiana. You still have
Punctual.
have the possibility to improve that. From now on, you say, I'm going to get up and get ready minimum with 2 hours in advance before any kind of appointment that I have. Minimum 2 hours, no 30 minutes before going out. Okay, Tatianita, you say, teacher,
Okay, teacher.
diga, cross hard, lo prometo, diga, cross hard.
Teacher, cross hard.
Pero tienes que mover la berraca manito así, así como hacen los
Ok.
gringos. Los gringos hacen así, cross hard, con este dedo. Cross, hacen una cruz. Cross hard. Entonces diga, teacher, I promise to be punctual. Cross hard. Come on.
Okay, teacher. I promise to be punctual. Cross hard.
Hey, from tomorrow, we got a new Tatianita. A new Tatianita is coming to the world. A very punctual girl. Very good.
Yes.
Yeah, we can improve. Yeah, we can improve. Not always the same person. We can be better all the time.
Yes.
In Thailand, check to see if the host is wearing shoes. If not, you should take yours off before entering the house.
Andrea Quintero. Come on, repeat. In Thailand,
In Thailand, check to see if the host is wearing shoes. If not, you should take yours off before entering the house.
beautiful pronunciation here when you say if not. American
not.
English. If not. No, if not. Not.
Okay.
No, it's more American if not. That was really
If
good.
not.
Congratulations. Hey,
Thank
Andrea Quintero, do you consider good recommendation or good tip to take our shoes off before entering to any house? Do you think that is a good advice or no? In Colombia.
In our house, we don't do that, but I think that is a good thing. Do that because our shoes are very dirty.
Yes, I remember I went to to a student house for giving him a personal class. And when I was about to enter, they got some I don't know how to say that, like
Slippers?
artificial shoes, zapatones, like big flippers. I say, hey teacher, you can leave your shoes over there and you can wear this and then you can enter. And I was, okay. So I was, okay, what happened? Okay, I removed my shoes, I put them and I entered to the house. But I entered, but it's okay, it's okay. The problem is that we, Colombian people, we are not used to doing that. It's different culture. But as the wonderful Andrea Quintero mentioned, we should do that. Now, continue. Next, teacher.
In India, you mustn't show the soles of your feet or touch a person's head.
Read Adriana Forero. In India,
you mustn't show the soles of your feet or touch a person's head.
and souls. So don't do that in India. Hello, how's it going? Everything is okay? Yeah? Good? No, don't show the souls. It's not correct in India, in Japan. So don't do that. Gringos is okay. If you pay attention to movies, police officers, they are speaking like this and with the shoes like this. Oh yes, Lieutenant John McClane, we have a problem here in the district and people are speaking like that. But that's American way. In India, is not good. Great. Now, let's go with the other. Jorge Andres Castro. Hello, Jorge. How's it going, Jorge?
Hello, teacher. How are you?
Splendid, my friend. And welcome to your session. Here, my friend, we're talking about some etiquette when you go to different countries. Pay attention to the next one. In South Korea.
In South Korea, the number 4 is unlucky. You should never give anyone a present that has got 4 items in it. In Germany, you should...
Very good. Now, Mr. Jorge, repeat. In South Korea, come on.
In South Korea?
My friend, continue reading. In South Korea.
Excuse me, teacher. In this moment, I am driving.
You are driving. Uy, no. No, we don't have an accident.
I'm listening only. Please, excuse me.
Okay, no, it's okay. Now, keep listening. Now, Dylan, continue, Dylan. In South Korea.
In South Korea, the number 4 is unlucky. You should never give anyone a present that has got 4 items in it.
4 items.
4 items.
4 items in it. For example, Dylan, if you give 4 roses to a woman in South Korea, what do you think the girl's reaction is going to be if you say, hello, baby, I am from Colombia, and I brought you these 4 roses? What do you say? What is your opinion about this woman's reaction in South Korea? 4 roses.
Well, I think she is going to be concerned because the number 4 is unlucky in their culture.
The woman, I know, 4 roses, no, terrible, get out of my house. Fuchi, stupid man. That's why it is very important to know this kind of etiquette. Something that in Colombia, we say, no, that's stupid. But in other cultures, it's not stupid. It's very important. Okay? Yes, teacher. Continue.
Yes, teacher.
Very good, teacher.
in it. In German, you shouldn't chew gum when you are talking to someone. This is very rude.
Great. Adriana, continue. In Germany,
you shouldn't chew gum when you're talking to someone. This is very rude.
yes, it's terrible, right, Adriana? You are speaking to someone and the person, oh yeah, Adriana, your participation is really good. And please come the next class on Saturday. We gotta, no, it's horrible. Never do that. When you are chewing gum, very soft. If you are with friends, you chew gum like this. Not exaggerated, opening your mouth, no, okay? But my recommendation, when you are speaking in class, when you are at work, when you are talking to people, to strangers, never chew gum. Continue, teacher.
In Egypt, you should leave some food on your plate, or your host will think you're hungry and he'll keep filling it up.
That's very curious. Now, the beautiful Tatiana. Tatiana, in Egypt, Tati?
In Egypt, you should leave some food on your plate, or your host will think you're hungry and he'll keep filling it up.
Uh-huh. Yes, that's good. It's the opposite in Colombia, no? In Colombia, for example, in my when my mother was alive, and I invite someone to my house, and the person leave a little bit of green salad, a little bit of potato in the plate, my mother immediately, hey, what happened, mijito? Didn't you like the food? I know, señora Amanda. No, it's okay. No, mijito. That is not going to destroy your stomach. Come on, eat it. And my mommy was giving the food to my breast. So Colombia is disrespectful. Yeah. I remember the second girlfriend I introduced to my mother. The second girlfriend was, and she lives ajiaco and leaves a big portion of ajiaco. And my mom, ¿y qué, mijita? Didn't you like my cooking? No, sí, señora. No, yes, was fantastic, delicious. And what happened with the soup? No, it's que no. No, mijita. It's not going to destroy you. I'm giving the soup to the woman. And she was, oh, and I was there behind my mother. Yes, that was so much fun. But these are culture, you know? And finally, in Mexico, manito.
In Mexico, when you buy something from a shop, you should put the money in the cashier's hand, not on the counter.
Good. Now, the wonderful Dylan. Come on, Dylan. Bueno, pero Dylan, read like Mexican way. Vas a hablarlo como un mexicano. Así. In Mexico, when you buy something from a shop. A ver, hágala ver. Action.
No, I don't think I can do that.
Okay, do it.
Okay, in Mexico, when you buy something from a shop, you should put the money in the cashier's hand, not on the counter.
Not on the counter. Counter, no counter. Counter, no. Counter.
Not on the counter.
Vida berraca. Counter. Eso. Counter. Yes. It's respect, no? Say, hey, can I give me a chocorramo? Yes, of course. Your chocorramo. Here on your hand. And okay, thank you. And you give the money, put the money on the cashier's hand too. Thanks